This is hilarious. Now, everybody who has ever gotten beat by Dricus, has that additional embarrassment. Wait, what do you mean? It's more embarrassing if he's gay that they got beat up by him? Yes, of course. But in all seriousness, let's say that Dricus really is gay. Is it cool for Sean Strickland to out him on the stage at the press conference? Is that less messed up than Dricus making fun of his childhood, which was abusive, with his father? I would say that's pretty even Steven, dude. Like, if the guy doesn't want the world to know, and Strickland has been open about his childhood, he outs him, and then he makes fun of him being abused when he's a kid. You know what I mean? Even Steven. I can't get mad at either of them. So Dricus Du Plessis and Sean Strickland had two very heated exchanges this weekend. One at the press conference where you saw Dricus say the thing about Sean's dad, and then Sean kind of got under his skin, and he said he's going to take his soul. Dricus laughed, and you could just tell that's the first time I've ever seen Sean Strickland actually rattled by words from another person. And then in the crowd, Strickland obviously attacked Dricus in... I haven't seen that in a long time, where two guys who are going to fight in the crowd. I actually can't even think of a time that's happened. I'm sure that it has. But so I went back and watched the press conference again and heard what Strickland said to Dricus, kind of actually talking about the Colby Covington and Leon Edwards thing. And I was like, what exactly is Strickland referencing when he says, I know you're going to get finished off by your coach either way that night? And I was like, I wonder what he meant. I wonder what he meant. Because obviously, Colby said the thing about Leon's murdered father, which was super messed up. In case you guys didn't see my video yesterday, I have done a 180 on that. That is super, super messed up. Not to mention, I did more research about that actual incident, and Leon was 13 when that happened. That's way older than I realized. 13? Giselle's 11. Dude, if I got murdered when she was 13, that would... Yeah, I mean, I can't, that's not a thing she would ever shake off. So, yeah, that's super, super messed up. And also because it's Leon, right? Leon would never say a thing like that. And he's like a genuinely nice person. Anyway, it's nothing over there. Strickland and Dricus, though, are not super nice people. They're down to trash talk each other in really aggressive ways. Strickland has done it to everyone. Dricus clearly is down to play in the dirt. But again, when I was researching what Strickland said, which was, your coach is going to finish you off, I was like, I don't know what he's referencing until I did a little bit of research. And I found this. Grabbing that meat is crazy. Dricus Du Plessis coach after weird corner moment raises eyebrows among UFC fans. And I was like, grabbed his meat? What do you mean grabbed his meat? And then kissed him on the mouth like this. Wait, what? This is his coach? And grabbed his meat, and it's like, oh yeah, he also grabbed his junk. And I was like, what? What is happening? Is Dricus into dudes? Is Dricus into dudes? Why does it matter? Obviously, it would be hilarious. Why is that funny? It's normal. Right. But is it normal for a enormous, bone-breaking, skull-crushing savage like Dricus Du Plessis, who has dedicated his life to martial arts? Is it normal? Has that ever happened before? Has there ever been a guy who was fighting for the UFC title that also gets grabbed on the face by his male coach and kissed passionately if he's into... Has that ever happened? I'm not sure. And given the historic nature of that development, if it were true, I figured I should look into it. And so I did that, and that's what we're going to talk about today, among other things. So buckle up. If you don't have a sense of humor, I'm going to tell you right now, just shut it off, man. Just shut this off, because I'm definitely going to make some jokes at the expense of lots of people. So, yeah, I don't know, man. If you get butthurt easy, this is probably not the video for you. You should just go bye-bye. Now, if you laugh at this, good, because it's possible I'm going to imply things that are not actually true. I'll clarify them at the end, but this is what I do, man. It's what I do. Now, if you like what I do, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because that's what we all do. I just talked to you guys like you're my best friends. You guys are my best friends. And so I'm asking you guys as my best friends, just can you help me out, dude? I know you don't subscribe to channels, but if you click subscribe for me, it makes a huge difference for me. And if you like the video, that really makes a difference. So I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys. Now, let's start right here. Hey, Jesse on Fire, aside from grabbing the meat, I mean, this is kind of a stretch, man. Like, don't you think it's kind of a stretch to say that Dricus is, like, potentially into dudes? I don't know when this is the very first thing that I found online. Dricus Du Plessis, gay. Breaking stereotypes in MMA relationships. I was like, what? I had no idea. So I go down here and, in this blog, we are going to celebrate Dricus Du Plessis queer identity and explore the unique challenges and opportunities that LGBTQ plus people face in MMA. We will also discuss the importance of representation and the impact that Dricus Du Plessis' story is having on the LGBTQ plus community in MMA. And I literally was like, no way. This is hilarious. Now, everyone who has ever gotten beat by Dricus, has that additional embarrassment, Wait, what do you mean? It's more embarrassing if he's gay that they got beat up by him? Yes, of course. Look at this one. I forgot to send to show you guys this one. How about this? Oh my God. This is the best photo ever. How about this? Not that. This. Oh my God. That is, dude, you couldn't script a better photo for this video than that right there. That is like the best photo ever. Look at look at Tilt. Oh my God, it's so funny, man. It is so funny. It's so ridiculous. All right. So again, we're going to get into the investigation. We're going to figure out whether this holds water, since, this is, this article that I referenced is in some stupid periodical called, the News Pocket, not necessarily known for their bulletproof news guard rating, but so that's what we're going to do. Now, I compiled a handful of things that I wanted to look at with you guys so we could all kind of investigate this together. Now, this other article right here is the other one that I found. These are all very recent, by the way. These are October and November of 2023. Is Dricus gay? Is he married? What is his sexuality? It's like, wow, we are really getting in the weeds here. So when you look here, this one basically completely implies that, yes, he is. Definitely that, right? And, I don't trust celebrityindepth.com. Do I trust this? Is this something that I trust? No, it's not. So I had to do real research, and I'll show you what I found that is the most damning evidence that he does like dudes. You're going to see it right now. Are you ready? This is on African MMA Zone. It's a 10-second clip. Watch this.
So I'm in the top 10, baby. Woo! So I'm in the top 10, baby. Woo! Just beat Darren. So I'm in the top 10, baby. Woo!
Obviously, no straight man would say a thing like that. I just beat Darren Till. I'm in the top 10. Woohoo! I mean, do you guys know any straight people that would talk like this?
Just beat Darren Till. I'm in the top 10, baby. Woohoo!
No, you don't. And you don't because that is only the kind of thing that a dude who likes dudes would say. See, that was a joke, you guys. That's just a joke. I'm just kidding. Like, a straight guy could say a thing like that. So we're moving on to some other things that I found, and here's what it is. All right, here's where we get into the real evidence, which is he's dating a woman named Natasha, because she shared a Facebook post on Valentine's Day 2022, and I was like, oh really? Well, let's check this girl out. She's looking cool. She's a nice looking lady, I can't find any pictures of her with Dricus on here, but nonetheless, she is looking cool. I don't know if that is any kind of evidence of anything whatsoever. Oh, but then there's this. I don't know who this guy is, but it's not Dricus. All right, so I don't know what that means. But then moving right along, wait a minute. Is he straight? Because look at this. See this picture? I don't know who this girl is, but you can tell she definitely slept with Dricus. 100%. You can tell by this picture Because look at how she's got her arm around. I'm just kidding. I know this is Nina Drama, and I'm sure she did not sleep with him based on what she said to, what's his name? The current interim heavyweight champion, Tom Aspinall. I'm not going to repeat what he said because it was crass. But she said she doesn't let, MMA fighters inside of her body ever. So I'm going to assume that Dricus also has not done that. But then there's this... this seems like he's probably into girls unless that's his sister, which would be really weird. He is either straight, and South Africans have some pretty weird customs as it relates to how dudes interact with each other, or he's into both girls and guys. But this would be pretty weird if this was not his girl. And another thing I didn't even show you guys yet. Look at this. He got engaged to a man at the Eiffel Tower. Isn't that beautiful? He's got good shoes on, dude. So, a lot of evidence both ways. There's this also. Another photo of him with a girl that I believe is his girlfriend. And then there was this was me finding the Darren Till thing. Oh, there it is again. Man, that is so funny, man. Thank you, Chris Unger from Zuffa. But yeah, I mean, listen, bottom line, he's not gay. Dricus is gay, dude. But it is funny that he cares so little that he's never even addressed it, Like, people are like, oh, Dricus is probably gay. He's like, maybe, maybe I am. He just straight up never addressed it. After this whole thing of like everybody going all nuts where they're like, oh my God, look he kissed his coach. He's kissing his coach. And he didn't even care. He just never even addressed it. He's like, yeah, I mean, sure, that's what I am. Which makes me like him even more. But here's the thing. Even if if he were gay, that would make him my favorite fighter. Why, Jesse on Fire? Because it's hilarious. What is funnier than that? Like, what would be funnier than that? How could you say how would you say that's funny in 2023? How would you not think that's funny? Are you serious? Like, how would that not be funny? You want to know who thinks that's funny? Sean Strickland. Did you guys see the thumbnail? Did you guys see the thumbnail of this video? Where Strickland said, sounds gay, I'm in, the t-shirt. Oh my gosh, dude. Honestly, I remember there was a time when I was in college and I was really young, dude. Like, I think I was a pledge, dude, in my fraternity. And I made some joke about about me being gay. Because, like, in case you guys are not in circles like mine, if you're obviously not gay, you can make jokes like that about being gay because people obviously know you're not gay. And I remember, like, people looking at me in the fraternity, like older guys in the fraternity, they looked at me like, what? And I was like, it's a joke, dude. Like, are you serious? What if I was? Huh? What if I was, you weirdo? I'm obviously not. That's why I can make a joke about it, you stupid weirdos. But I do think it is hilarious that someone would have straight up rumors ripping around the MMA community like, look, oh, dude, he's kissing guys on the mouth. And he's all, I don't care. He cares that little, dude. But I will say this, dude. Look at this girl. She's looking cool, dude. Good job, Dricus. She looks South African as well. That is a South African beauty. Speaking of little tiny beauties, what are you doing in here while I am recording a video? Get over here. Get over here. Get over here and ask here. What are you saying?
Do I have to go to jiu-jitsu?
Do you have to go to jiu-jitsu?
Am I?
Well, your mom takes you to this jiu-jitsu session. So what does your mom say?
Mom says she's staying home.
Why?
I don't know.
Get out. I have to finish recording and then we'll talk about it. So, gay people don't have kids like that. They're biological children generally. But anyway, I thought that was hilarious that Strickland went for the, your dad, your coach is going to finish you off. I also heard, I didn't ask it, but I heard that someone said that someone asked Guru about it on his stream, and Guru's like, dude, Dricus' girlfriend was at the gym. So, again, I think he's not gay. I think he's more of like one of these guys. They'll just make jokes about it. Like, oh my God, me? He's cool, dude. Dricus is cool. He also knows the golden rule when it comes to conflict. Now we're going to switch gears and actually talk about, the press conference and all that stuff. So what you saw in the press conference between Strickland and Dricus is the most universally accepted rule of people who know psychological warfare. Okay. And that rule is whoever cares less wins. Whoever cares more loses. Okay. If you don't care, people cannot make you upset. Do you get upset about things that you literally care zero about? Some girl that you dated for a month who's still hanging around a year later and she's like, why are you doing this? You're like, oh my God, dude. Look, okay, I've tried to explain this to you 100 times. I don't know why you keep calling me. You're calling me from someone else's phone because you knew I wouldn't pick up when you called from your own phone. This is not normal. We weren't even together. Why are you doing this? I told you not to put your hands on me if you weren't sure. Well, honestly, I didn't know you that well, and I wouldn't get to find out if I didn't put my hands on you. To be honest, I just wasn't that impressed with your performance. So this is not, don't ever talk to anyone like that. If they're really that upset, that was a terrible fake conversation and definitely not one that I would have ever had with anyone ever. That would have been really mean, and she would have been much more upset, and you don't want people to be upset in that situation. However, if you are about to fight a guy and you're an oppressor, and you find a nerve, you stick your finger into it, stick your finger right into that nerve. Do you think that Strickland really is that mad about it afterwards, though? That's my question to you guys. My question to you guys going into the rest of this video is, do you think that Strickland was so upset that when he saw Dricus, he couldn't contain himself, and so he jumped at him and fought him? Or do you think that Strickland is a genius, okay? He is a promotional genius, and he knew that if he jumps at Dricus, it's going to get broken up super fast. It's going to be a brilliant viral clip that is going to help promote the fight, and he's allowed to do that. No one's going to arrest him. He's not really going to hurt Dricus. Dricus isn't really going to hurt him, and thus, it's a genius move. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he couldn't contain himself? He's like, you shouldn't think about my dad. And he attacked him. Sean Strickland, does that really strike you as his personality? Come on, dude. Strickland's just a great fight promoter. He's a genius fight promoter. He obviously didn't lose it and then jump at him because he asked a kid to get out of the way prior to diving on top of him. He's smart, dude. He's smart. And Dricus is smart enough to know that this was good also. Sean didn't hurt him. Dricus is really smart. Both these guys are really smart. I imagine they would get along really, 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 really well if they were ever in the same place for a long period of time. That's my read on those two guys. But, yeah, Dricus isn't gay, man. It's unfortunate, though, because it would have been really funny if he was, Why do you keep saying it would be funny? Because it would. It'd be hilarious, dude. You're not allowed to say that. Oh, I'm not? I just did, okay? I just did say that. So what are you going to do? I'm going to unsubscribe. Why?